Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is LittleMarMan. We have another zombies video. This one is definitely an interesting one, and it's something that I've been putting quite a lot of thought into, and I was pretty surprised that nobody has covered this, and it dates all the way back to the map of the giant. Yes, this is a theory video, but it has quite a lot behind it, and I want you guys to let me know some of your opinions on this theory down in the comment section below. It just sort of either reassures me of the information that I provide in this video or completely debunks the entire theory, which is always good. It puts me back on track, and I realized that it's not a good theory, and then there's no point of even like sort of going further with it. But the ones that you guys have backed up, I always sort of stick with and bring up in sort of a lot of my story videos. So yeah, your opinions and thoughts and your theories do actually matter, especially when I'm trying to sort of form the zombie storyline and sort of work on videos about the storyline for you guys, and it's sort of just sort of a cycle in itself. Now, if you've watched videos dating back to the giant, you probably heard YouTubers talking about the story relevance of the radios and how each of the radios actually changes when you go to it with a different character. And an example of this is when you go to the radio when you are playing as the character of Dempsey, you actually get another Dempsey, or maybe even that Dempsey, talking right on back to you. And vice versa goes with the character of Takio and the character of Nikolai, but when you play as the character of Richtofen, you get a message from Maxis. Now, I highly doubt those are these exact characters from the exact same timeline in the future reporting right on back. It must be a displacement from a different timeline. Which brings me on to a nice little idea. Basically, if you played Black Ops 1, you've traveled the journey with our 4 original characters all the way up onto the moon being the final DLC where we fire rockets towards Earth, and that progresses then on into Black Ops 2 with the destruction of the Earth and the apocalypse when we play as the transit crew with the previously destroyed or recently destroyed Earth caused by us on the moon. That's pretty much how Black Ops 1 links to Black Ops 2, but the thing that a lot of people sort of forget is that our original characters are still up on moon. And they are pretty much stuck there because of the whole apocalypse on Earth. Nobody's gonna send a rescue mission when they're trying to survive down there themselves. So what better way to actually get off the moon than to prevent them ever going there at all? Why not record a transmission for themselves and send it back in the past? Remember, they do have a lot of equipment up on moon. They have a lot of access to a lot of the things Group 935 were researching. And being totally abandoned by Richtofen, they have nothing better to do at all. Which brings me back to the map of the giant and its radios. I'm going to play 3 of them for you now, and just imagine, just think of our original characters sending messages back to these new characters, or the Origins characters that we are playing as now on the giant.
It is not all bad news, Nikolai. We may have failed in our mission, but at least there is now one less Richtofen to deal with. If it is any consolation, tell him that the first one is the hardest. I should know. I've killed at least 3 Richtofens. There was the one in the fire, the one with the boat hook, and the one... What? No one told me? Sorry. Forget what I just said. Everything will be fine. Takio. Brave upholder of the dying samurai spirit. It feels almost as though I am speaking to my ancestors. Instead, I speak to a reflection of myself. The man in the mirror, in another place, another time. Our allies are filled with confidence and bravado. But I am troubled. My dreams are haunted by a man in shadow. I fear this vision may be a portent of our destruction.
Hey, other me. If you're hearing this, then it means that something's gone foobar. We're going to plan B. Stick to that crap bastard like glue. We need to find out what the hell he has been doing and what he's going to do. We may be able to get a fix on your location if you can trigger one of the paradox visualizations. Good luck. We're all counting on you. Oh, wait. Whatever you do, don't get too close to the radioactive beacon. It makes your hair fall out.
Some things line up, some things don't. A lot of things are left to mystery, and Nikolai particularly is talking to someone and he's like, well, obviously somebody's telling him that he can't sort of spill some of the information to these Origins characters, so he doesn't, and he just goes, oh, never mind. Now, it sounds a lot like these are the characters from Moon talking sort of down, but then they are familiar with a lot of the information, and since Maxis does have power in their timeline, like, he can easily fill them in. And remember, we don't exactly know what Maxis is up to in this timeline, but he seems to have a lot of power, so it's going to be no problem for him to contact them either. Takeo mentions his dreams are now haunted by a man in shadow. That is to a lot of people the Shadow Man. It very well could be. The only way the Shadow Man can actually leak into his dreams or whatever is if there is an opening in the rift. And if you guys recall back all the way on the map of Buried, we actually open up a rift and sort of scar the entire timeline then, and let people like the Shadow Man leak on in and try to gain power. The theory is definitely plausible. It has a lot going for it and a lot going against it. Obviously some gaps still need to be filled in, but there is a lot of gaps still in the storyline. Treyarch of course do pump out some information and we have to sort of piece it all together and form the story ourselves, but there are a lot of gaps in the story and only time will tell. I will be the first to hopefully bring it to you, and hopefully Treyarch does actually resolve this, but from what I can guess, these radios are from our original characters on Moon. Do let me know some of your thoughts, some of your opinions. I thought it was definitely interesting, and I haven't seen a lot of YouTubers covering it, and it's been out for a good sort of 4 or 5 months. I'm not really too sure. But anyway, that is pretty much it. I hope you all did enjoy. I hope you all did learn something. Do smash that like button if you did enjoy, and of course subscribe for more storyline videos, and I will see you all in another video very, very soon. Peace out. Thanks for watching.